all-new Dr. Phil. She wants to lose weight, but her husband's coaching...
I'm not demeaning her.
You're lazy, you can do better. That's not demeaning her.
...isn't helping at all.
You're an obstacle, not a helper.
Yeah.
Don't give me a condescending yeah. If you're so smart, how come you can't get her to do it?
And this twin has a beef with his brother.
You resent him for losing weight?
Not at all. That's a lie.
You sent him a text, I wish you would gain all your weight back. Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by, Dr. Phil.
I'll try to be an emotional compass and point you in the right direction.
In 5, 4.
I am not giving up on you.
Go, Dr. Phil.
And get off your lazy ass. Quit crying like a baby. I have to be a bitch or you will fail. It's my job to keep you from getting fat. Stop being a lazy fat ass. If you would listen to me, you would get in shape. The ladies love me. Don't you want to look like this? You fat ass. What if saying those things was the way your family and loved ones decided was the way to motivate you to reach your New Year's goal of losing weight? That work for you? Yeah, really. Well, those are direct quotes from some of my guests today who say this tough love is exactly what their wife, daughter, and identical twin brother need to hear. Well, you'll meet these master motivators in just a bit, as well as the loved ones who all want them to just back off and leave them alone. Nicole says her husband, George, is a fitness freak who has absolutely no compassion or empathy when it comes to her struggle to lose weight. But George says, hold up here. He says he's not some big jerk. His wife is just, well, lazy.
When we got married, Nicole was really fit. She was really hot. I wanted to be the hot parent. Helping Nicole try to lose weight is real tough. Nicole is her own biggest obstacle. Nicole is lazy. Straighten your arms, straighten your arms, straighten your arms. And that goes against all my fitness philosophy. And my biggest thing is don't be a big baby. Come on, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go. See, you ain't got a choice now. Let's get it.
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
That's okay. I tell her, quit crying, let's just get it done.
I feel like when I'm in there with him, I'm more like a client that he's working out with. He's rough and he's strict.
You're fine.
I'm done.
Come on.
No.
Yeah, if you want.
No, I always tell him, you know, I'm not one of your workout friends. I can't bench press 150.
Come on, you got a few more.
He'll tell me, quit being a baby, suck it up.
Suck it up and do it. Suck it up and do it. Just get it done and it's over with.
I feel like a failure as a wife and a mother. I don't feel that my body type matches my husband's type because he's so fit and athletic. People always are like, God, your husband's so hot. When I look in the mirror, I don't really like what I see anymore. I feel like I've become somebody that's not even me. I just don't know what to do.
Okay, you were listening to me, right?
Yeah.
Did you think you had walked into your own garage, your own gym?
Yeah.
Does it sound like him?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's exactly him.
And how does that work for you?
Not very well.
How do you feel when he does that to you?
Honestly, like I want to punch him in the face.
So, what's your thinking?
She's just lazy.
And you say she just makes excuses time after time after time.
Every day, all the time. She's too tired, or I'm not feeling it, or she's really looking at me. Yeah, I can totally feel her in me right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, it's just the same crybaby stuff all the time. You know what I mean? It's
no, I don't know what you mean.
It gets old, really.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
So
I bet it gets old over here too.
Yeah.
So here are some of the things that he says, right? I wish she'd quit crying about it and just do it, right? Her body has looked great when she works out. Her body feels tight in my arms.
Oh, yeah.
If I could train you and show people what we did with you, it would be awesome.
Yeah, like a little door prize.
Really? You would be the door prize. Yeah. For me, though, yeah. Because whenever she's feeling good, I mean, it's awesome. Happy, like they say, happy wife, happy life. And that's real. That's why you should put that on a T-shirt somewhere. You know what I mean? That's so real.
So
yeah, how's your life?
Go about that approach then?
No, I'm not saying it's bad. No. See, I'm digging myself in a hole. Hold on.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
Come on, man. What was the question?
Hey, don't look at me, buddy. You're the one digging a hole. So you said happy wife, happy life. So is your life happy?
Yeah, that's good.
So your wife's happy?
Yeah.
Except for this little working out issue that we have.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, except for this little part of you demeaning her and yelling at her and screaming at her. No. What part of that is no?
I'm not demeaning her.
Oh, you're not?
No, I'm more
You're lazy? You make excuses, you're lazy, you won't do it. Come on, you can do better. You make excuses. That's not demeaning her. What school of motivation did you go to?
Well, not as far as that, because she's saying she really wants to get it to get fit, but she's not really doing her full effort. You
also comment on what she eats, right? Do you really want that? You don't really need that.
You don't really need that, yeah. I've told her that, yeah, I've told her that. Dig deeper? Am I too deep? Come on, I'm ready. What you want to do? Help me out a little bit, bro. You know what I mean?
Did you drop a barbell on your head or something?
On my toe a few times.
I mean, seriously. Do you work out at a gym, right?
No, I work out at home.
Well, you used to work out at a gym.
Yes.
Why do you not work out at the gym now?
I got kicked out.
Why did they kick you out of the gym?
I scared the locals.
You scared the locals?
Yeah.
How did you scare them?
Some grunting, maybe dropping the weights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they kicked you out of the gym for working out?
Well, actually, they called and kicked me out. They're like, hey, you can't come back. It's okay. Come on. Let me get that one. Come on.
So now you work out in your garage.
Yeah.
How do your neighbors feel about that?
They can't hear me because I have the music up loud.
Well, that's not what I heard. Because I understand your neighbors make comments because you are so loud when you're working out that it disturbs the neighbors.
Sometimes.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing. Hey, it's all about intensity. I love it.
So this is not working for you?
No. No.
Okay. Have you noticed that it isn't working for her? What you're trying to do with her, you're not working for her?
Well, at first she used to say I used to motivate her because it was different for her. It was really intense for her. She liked it, and all of a sudden it got too hard, and then she stopped.
Okay. So do you want to get in shape?
Yes.
Do you want to lose weight?
Yes.
And when he yells at you and says you're making excuses, you're too lazy, and etc., besides wanting to punch him in the face, how do you feel?
A wall just goes up, like I'm not listening anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, because I get real defensive about it, and it's not helping, so we just don't even go there.
So why does that not help you? Why does that not motivate you? How does it make you feel?
It pisses me off. What he's doing is not working for me. I don't need the yelling, the screaming, the intensity. I don't know what I need, but I know that's not what I need.
She wants it to be easy, really.
No, I don't want it to be easy.
Yes, you do want it to be easy.
It's not going to be easy.
You told me that. Yeah.
No.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Shut up.
And you want to do it the way you want to do it?
No, because I know everything works different for people.
No.
But I know as far as...
When did that light bulb go off?
If you start getting stronger, you got to push a little bit more. You know what I mean? It's got to work. It's got to work a little harder every time.
You're an obstacle, not a helper.
Okay.
Based on results, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, don't give me a condescending yeah. If you're so smart, how come you can't get her to do it?
That's just it. I can't. So that's why we stopped.
But if you've got the answers, how come you can't get the results?
Because I need more effort from her.
Then if you're so smart, how come you can't get more effort out of her?
Dad, I don't know.
Well, maybe you're not so smart.
Maybe. Maybe you're right then. You're right.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Could be. Next, is George right about Nicole being lazy, or is his obsession with being Mr. Fit leaving his wife to pick up all the slack, leaving her with no time for fitness? Is she really lazy, or is she doing some other stuff? I don't know. We'll talk about that after the break.
My husband, he's just so obsessed with weight loss. I feel like I have 1,000 things going, chauffeuring kids somewhere, and I just wish that he could see that. And he'll tell me, you got to make time to work out, and I can't just stop running a household just to work out. It's selfish, and I have a problem with being selfish.
If you would listen to me, you would get in shape.
I have to be a bitch or you will fail.
Suck it up and get off your lazy ass.
It's my job to keep you from getting fat.
Stop being a lazy fat ass.
Quit crying like a baby.
You fat ass. Just suck it up and get off your lazy ass.
Well, that was a little experiment we did with the audience before we taped the show.
Thanks a lot.
I wanted George to hear what he sounds like when he says some of those things to his wife, Nicole. You want to make a change, right? You want to do this. And you want to feel in control, and you want to get in the shape you want to get in.
Correct.
Okay, and the truth is you've got to have a complete lifestyle makeover, and you've got to decide that you want to do it, right?
Correct.
And if he supports you in that, then you can do it. You know, people, when it comes time for New Year's, the #1 New Year's resolution each year
Lose weight.
is to lose weight.
Yeah.
But get this, only 8% of people keep New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
Why?
It's hard when you work, and I know from my experience, I work full-time, you know, I'm a nurse, and then when I get off, I'm a mom, and life happens. I mean...
You can't do it by willpower.
Yeah.
And you can't do it because somebody else wants you to do it. I mean, you just can't do that. Guys, seriously, whatever you want to do, you got to decide you, A, deserve it, and B, you want it for yourself. For the first time in 10 years, I've written a new weight loss book, and it's called The 2020 Diet, Turn Your Weight Loss Vision into Reality. And it's 20 key foods to help you succeed where other diets fail. And for the first time today, actually, it's available in bookstores everywhere across America. So it hasn't been available until today, except in a private pre-sale, but it's available in bookstores everywhere today. And I want to tell you something. This book is not going to yell at you. It's not going to tell you you're stupid, lazy, fat.
I don't say that she's stupid, lazy, fat. I don't say that. Don't say that.
It's not going to say you're stupid, lazy, fat, or make excuses. What it's going to do is help you change your lifestyle, change the way you're eating, and start taking advantage of everything that you can do to get yourself in shape. Now, there's a reason that there's 10 years since I've written a weight book, because I've been waiting for something to happen. I've been waiting for a game changer. I've been waiting for a deal breaker since I wrote on this 10 years ago. And there's been a lot of emerging science. We know things now we didn't know 10 years ago. And I've broken this into 3 really simple phases for you, giving you 20 foods, 20 days. And you give me you take those 20 foods for 20 days, I'm going to change what's going on in your body, what's going on in your life. There are some of these foods that this emerging research says are thermogenic. They actually burn differently in your body to make things happen faster in your body. They're time release, so you don't get hungry later. And we've got exercises in there for you. The whole thing is worked out for you. And you can support her in doing this.
Yeah, I'm with her, whatever she wants to do.
But this is not your job. This is not your job. I'm going to take over your job, okay? It's you and me.
All right.
We're going to do this.
All right.
He's out. He's out. Now, he can support you in this, but you've got to be willing to stand up for yourself and do this. Do you think it's selfish to put yourself first?
I do.
Okay, if you're a woman in this room right now and you think it's selfish to put yourself first, raise your hand. Yeah, see, that's crazy, because you got to take care of yourself before you can take care of others.
That's true.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, don't you get that? What? What?
And that's what I've told her before. Whenever she would always work out and be in shape, she would also, you know, feel better about herself and do more for our kids and for me. You know what I mean?
No, you know what I mean. You need to support her in what she's doing. You need to figure a way to get up and tell her, look, you can do this. If she's tired, say, I tell you what, how about this? How about I do the dishes, give the kids the bath, put them to bed, you go to the gym that you're not kicked out of. That would be a nice way that you could support her.
Okay.
Give me 20 days, 20 foods, 20 days, and at the end of that 20 days, you don't feel dramatically different, then we'll talk. Because I'm going to detox your body in phase 1, I'm going to energize you in phase 2, and then we're going to really start moving in phase 3, and you're going to see a dramatic difference you're not going to believe.
I'm ready.
Okay, all right.
I'm ready.
My next guest says it's her job as a mother to constantly make sure her daughter doesn't look like a slob and stops gaining weight. I wonder where in the parenting handbook it said to call your daughter a fat ass as a motivational tool. We'll be right back.
My mother called me a fat ass.
I told her, get up off her fat ass and do something.
I'll never be able to forgive her.
I'm very emotional right now. My mother called me a fat ass. It's affected me and my weight. I don't know where to start with it to try to fix myself. It's tough because every day I look in the mirror at myself and think that I'm never going to be beautiful or pretty. I just need help on where to start and try to build my relationship back with her.
When I heard that emotional plea from my next guest, Dominique, I had to bring her and her mother, Joanne, here immediately. Dominique says being called a fat ass by her mom is sadly just another instant of her constant comments and criticisms about her weight. But Joanne says although she hates being, and I quote, a bitch, she feels like she has to in order to keep Dominique's weight from spiraling out of control. Take a look.
I weigh 229 pounds.
I'm always on Dominique's back to lose weight because I'm afraid she's going to spin out of control.
My mother is always mean to me and constantly making comments about my weight.
It hurts me to see you getting bigger and bigger, Dom.
But it makes me stressed out when you say that stuff to me.
I think she should lose about 80 pounds.
She always tells me that I'm gaining weight and I shouldn't be doing that. She's always picking on me.
She needs that little push. I feel like I have to keep on her.
She's always questioning my every move when it comes to food.
I'll go up and check her room and I'll find a soda can, candy wrappers, but she sneaks food so I won't see her.
It's easier to hide the food than to confront her about it. About a year ago, my mother and I got into an argument.
Our fight got really bad.
She called me a fat ass.
Told her to get up off her fat ass and do something. I can't remember exactly what I said. I called you a fat ass once.
It still sticks in my mind every day. That's why I have breakdowns all the time. My mother called me a fat ass because of the way I was wearing my clothes. They were too tight.
If her fat rolls are showing, I will tell her about it so people aren't making fun of her.
I never thought my mother would ever say something like that to me, and she did. I'll never be able to forgive her.
Your mother, in the heat of the moment, was upset and said this to you one time.
Yes.
Right? And you said, I can never forgive her, and I just can't get over it.
Right.
And how do you feel about that? Think that's a bit of an overreaction on her part?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I think I feel just as bad as she does, because after I said it, I realized what I said, and I didn't know it hurt as bad.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's not what bothers me about this dynamic, really. There's a lot that bothers me about this dynamic, because you two have defined this in a way that you blame her for your weight, right?
Yes.
I mean, just head up, forget that comment. You blame her for your being overweight, right?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Why?
When I was younger, I would always cry like 10 minutes after dinner. Instead of her letting me cry, she'd give in and give me food. So I developed bad eating habits now, and I always want food.
So when you were young, you would cry and she would give you food?
Yes.
True?
Yes.
Why'd you do that?
Because I felt like I was compensating for her father not being around for her, so I just gave in to her and gave her what she wanted.
And how old is she in this picture?
Probably about 5, 6, somewhere around there.
And when she was this age, she was weighing how much?
Probably close to 150 or something.
150 pounds?
Something like that.
At 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, who was buying the food?
Me.
Who was preparing the food?
Me.
Who was presenting the food?
Me.
But you were doing that out of guilt. You were doing that to make yourself feel better.
I guess.
You said, I didn't want to hear her cry. I felt bad that her dad was gone. And so if I gave her food, she was happy in the moment.
Yes.
And so then I felt okay.
Yes.
So basically, you were doing that to make her feel better. And that made you feel better.
Yes. And I know I got her in this predicament, and I'm trying to get her out of it.
Yeah. And you want to get her out of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so now, you belittle her for being overweight. What's she going to turn to when she feels badly? You've taught her the remedy is food, right?
Right.
Do you comfort yourself with food?
Yes, I do.
Do you companion yourself with food?
Yes, I do.
So what's it going to take for Joanne to fully understand how her daughter feels every time she brings up needing to lose weight? I have an experiment I want Joanne to do. This could be a wake-up call she needs to have. That's after the break. These are things you have said to your daughter. Look at her and read that first line.
You used to be so much thinner.
When I was about 11 years old, I was close to 200 pounds. I was bullied. I was called a cheeseburger. And in the gym class, I was always last to be picked. I was never accepted. My mother never really stepped up to help me, even when I was being bullied. She always used to give in and give me food, and that never helped either because now I'm the way I am.
We're talking about weight today. I've written a new book. It's called The 2020 Diet. Losing weight is not rocket science. It really isn't. Hunger is a gift. You think hunger is a curse, right? Because, God, if I just wasn't hungry. Hunger is a gift. But there are 3 different kinds of hunger. There's physical hunger. You know that. There's mind hunger. That's when you're telling yourself you need food. And there's habit hunger, when you just eat because that's just what you usually do in that situation. Just figuring out those 3 makes a huge difference. I talk about that in the 2020 diet. Are you ready for this to change?
Yeah.
Do you want it to change?
Yes.
Because you said, I'll never forgive her. I can't get over this. So you're stuck.
Yeah.
And she's stuck. We're going to get unstuck today. Come with me. I want you to do something for me. This is just, I see things in pictures. I want you to see things the way I see this in my mind. This is how I see her self-esteem when you do what you do. Here's your daughter. These are things you have said to your daughter. You take this, look at her and read that first line.
You used to be so much thinner.
That's her self-esteem.
Your clothes are getting tighter around your thighs.
Look at her every time you say it.
You need to change your clothes. Your stomach is hanging out.
Look at her.
Do you really need to eat that?
Look at her.
Have you been exercising?
Look at her. Read the next one.
Go get on the treadmill.
Look at her.
Get off your lazy fat ass.
Look at her. And then the thing you said that stuck with her. Look at her and say it.
Fat ass.
Look at her. That's what happens to self-esteem when people do the things that you've been doing. You feel it. You know, it's when people demean you. That's what happens. That is not what you want, but that's where her self-esteem is, on the floor. And instead of hurting her self-esteem, you're going to join me in building it up, and we're going to help her take responsibility and get herself healthy, have a return to health, get herself in shape, and get herself better. We're going to do this together.
Okay.
You got a new partner.
Thank you.
All right. Now, you get it, right?
Yes.
That's what happens when you hear those things, right?
Yes.
And you know what else it is? It's a really convenient excuse. Did you sabotage her? Did you do the wrong things then? Yes, you did. But you are an adult now. You cannot continue to blame your mother. It is not her fault. Did she do wrong then? Yes. But that was then, this is now. She might have gotten you into pickle, but you got to get out of it. You've got to get out of it. Do you want help getting out of it?
Yes, I do.
Because I will help you get out of it.
That's what I need.
The first thing I want to do, particularly with you, is I want to find out where you are medically. I want to find out where you are hormonally. I want to make sure you are okay. And then I want you to do this 2020 plan. I want you to keep a video diary every day talking to me.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the book. There's even an app we'll talk about later in the show. There's an app on your smartphone. You go to the 2020 Diet app that I'll talk about. You go to. It gives you the menus. It gives you the recipe. It gives you. You don't have to do anything. It is. The dots are so close together. You couldn't screw up, no matter what. You won't believe how fast your body will begin to change. But let's do this together, okay? All right, we got a plan. We're going to talk some more. All right, next. He weighs over 600 pounds, and he knows he needs to lose weight, but says since his identical twin brother started losing his weight, his brother has turned into an arrogant bully who thinks he's hot. And know what? We're going to meet them both after the break.
In the last year, Adam started to lose weight, and he's really become a big arrogant ass. He started taking more jabs at me about my weight. Hey, fat ass, can you get up on your own?
I'm pissed off that my brother doesn't do anything about his weight.
Today's guests all admit they need to lose weight, but say instead of their family being helpful and supportive, they do nothing but criticize and shame them about their bodies and their weight. Listen, in order to get healthy, you need to want to do it for yourself. I'm proud to say I've written a new weight loss book called The 2020 Diet, Turn Your Weight Loss Vision into Reality. 20 key foods to help you succeed where other diets failed. And it is available anywhere books are sold. Now, look at what these users of the 2020 Diet were able to achieve. Jesse, 45 pounds. Nancy, 25 pounds. Wendy, 13 pounds. Tisha, 30 pounds. And take a look at Christopher, 31 pounds. Cindy, 31 pounds. My next guest, Charles, could take a page out of their book. He says he is desperate to change his life and lose weight, but the person he says should be helping the most, his identical twin brother Adam, is doing nothing but weighing him down. Take a look.
My twin brother Adam and I, we've always struggled with our weight. Right now, I'm 605 pounds. In the last year or so, Adam started to lose weight, and he's really become a big arrogant ass.
I'm pissed off that my brother doesn't do anything about his weight. Get up and walk. You being selfish, not thinking about your son or your wife.
You don't have to put somebody down about it.
You get up and do something about it. He doesn't work out. He doesn't try to eat right. Just like he's just giving up. He just sits around and constantly overeats.
Since he's lost the weight, he started taking more jabs at me about my weight. Hey, fat ass, can you get up on your own? Don't rock your ass asleep getting up off the couch. Making fun of me if I need help getting up off the couch really pissed me off.
So shouldn't that be a wake-up call to get up and do something about it?
He's become one of those kids who made fun of us growing up.
He can barely walk. Even when he's just sitting on the couch, it sounds like he's just out of breath. I've offered several times to go to the gym with him, but he always just one excuse after another to not go. Now that I have lost weight, my life, it's improved a lot. I get more attention from women.
He definitely thinks that I'm jealous of him, and I'm not.
I've had a lot of people tell me how much I resemble Blake Shelton. My friend even made this photo of me and Blake Shelton side by side to show how much alike we look.
Not at all. I don't think he looks like Blake Shelton.
He's just lazy, and he needs to get up off his ass before he dies.
Okay, so what are you shaking your head for?
Because I never said that I look like Blake Shelton, and I don't agree with it.
It was on his phone. I mean, you saw that, right?
Do you look like Blake Shelton?
No.
You both have two eyes and two kind of a beard. Y'all look. You kind of look a little alike.
Well, then I guess you do too.
I mean, y'all look a little bit alike. So, all right, look. What's the deal here? Do you want your brother to lose weight?
Doesn't matter how much I want him to lose it. He's got to want to lose it.
Well, I didn't ask you how he needed to lose. I just asked you what you wanted. Do you want for him to lose weight?
Yeah.
Are you worried about his health?
Yeah.
What's your biggest concern about his health?
That he's going to have a heart attack or something.
You resent him for losing weight?
Not at all.
That's a lie.
That's not a lie.
He sent me a text 2 months ago telling me that he wishes I would gain all my weight back. Yeah, and that's a bunch of crap because he knows I need to lose weight.
Well, why did you say not at all, and you sent him a text that said, I wish you would gain all your weight back?
Because I was very proud of him for losing whatever the 100 pounds that he's lost so far. But, I mean, hell, you know, when he brags on himself, it gets old. I mean...
Does he?
All the time.
How?
Oh, man, feel my shoulders. They're like rocks.
I was told they were. I can't help that.
You were told they were? Who told you that?
A girl that I was dating at the time.
She said your shoulders were like rocks?
I can't help what other people say, so.
You say he's being a huge baby and he needs to suck it up.
I guess I said that. I don't know.
Actually, you said, quote, he is being a huge baby. He needs to suck it up, get off his ass, and do something. He just exists. He does nothing other than exist. I'm pissed at him because not doing anything about his weight, he's just selfish. He's not willing to sacrifice his life for his wife, his son and wife. It is disgusting. He's just flat out lazy. It's actually what you said.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I guess to a point, yeah.
So, are you at a point where it's just gotten so far away that you just feel like, what's the point? I can't reel it in?
Yeah.
Because you've lost weight before, right?
I did.
How much have you lost?
I lost 120 pounds about 4 or 5 years ago. If, I don't know how to say it, quote, normal person lost that amount of weight, they'd be done. And I was nowhere near done. And, you know, you think, well, it's just easy to maybe not go work out this day or go eat this, and I'll go back to it tomorrow. And
when you got down to 380, what were you weighing?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It would have been over 500 pounds.
No, it was not. You got such a great memory. Remember how you lost weight and get to doing it.
Are you upset about something?
No, I just feel like he's just throwing me under the bus and making me look a certain way that I'm not.
All I did was repeat things you said.
I never said I was hot. Never said that.
No, but it's the 30 selfies he takes every outlet.
What?
It's the, damn, I was made for Hollywood. Look at this.
I was.
Hey, can't hide the heat, right? All right, next, Charles knows he didn't get to weighing 600 pounds by eating salad, but I don't think he realizes the amount of toxicity he is ingesting, but he's going to when we come back.
My weight affects my relationship with my 9-year-old son because I really don't feel like I can be the father that he deserves to have. He deserves to have a father that can go out and play with him without getting out of breath. I'm ashamed for him to be seen with me in public.
Since he's heavy, he doesn't really like to go outside a lot. I wish he could play outside with me.
It's really heartbreaking. He doesn't even care enough to get in shape and be healthy so he can be around for both of them.
My greatest fear is if I don't lose the weight, that I will die young and my son won't have his father.
Guys, look, here's the thing. I understand what's at stake here. And I want to show Charles exactly what he is putting into his body each year. And I'll start out this way. And you guys come up here with me. We'll start out, and I want to, this is the amount of fat that you eat per year. And we talk about fat in terms of grams. This is 120 pounds of fat. And this is roughly what is the normal amount of fat a person would ingest in a year. This is the amount of sugar that you're taking in each year. This is the amount of sugar that you should be taking in. This is approximately 100 pounds. This is roughly the normal amount of sugar that you should be eating in a year. Here, this is the amount of salt that you're taking in a year. Nearly 20 pounds. This is the amount of salt that you should be taking in a year. And we're not even talking about what the actual foods. We're just talking about sodium, sugar, and fat. What you would lose, both of you, just by changing these things right here is staggering. And I want to help you do that if you will let me help you do it. I want to help you both do it. You know, we look at your family photo. I mean, look at that little boy.
Small world right there.
Well, I don't want to see this happen. I don't want them on that dock without you.
Me neither.
You gonna take some help?
Yes, sir.
All right. Next, I have an exciting announcement that will help jumpstart your healthy lifestyle and weight loss goals this year. We'll be right back. Here's a look at what's coming up tomorrow on The Doctors.
15 beauty trends to watch out for in 2015 and the tragic accident.
Landmine detonator exploded in his face.
Now, how the doctors are changing his life.
That's tomorrow on The Doctors. Okay, now before the break, I said I had an exciting new announcement that could help you get a jump start on a healthy lifestyle this year. And I know we live in an environment where we are always on the go. So I'm proud to say that along with the book that we have launched, the 2020 Diet app. You go into it, it's really simple. If you want to look at a menu, you go straight into it. You touch on something, it gives you everything in terms of what it's going to look like, the ingredients, the preparation instructions. You touch it, it gives you the nutrition facts so you know exactly what you're eating. You can go to the different exercise programs that it has for you. You can get into all of your exercises. We'll actually show you every step of the way what you need to do with the things that you can do at home. On the app, you can track your meals and exercise progress. It even gives you meal reminders in case that you forget to eat, so which I know can be a problem with all of you. If you want to download your own 2020 app, you can go to iTunes and Google Play, and it is free, of course. So it's there. Now, Charles, Nicole, and Dominique, I'm going to get you all started on the 2020 diet today. And to help you with working out, Anytime Fitness has offered to give each of you a gym membership and twice-a-week personal training, so you've got no excuses now whatsoever. And as I said earlier, my new book, The 2020 Diet, is available anywhere books are sold, and everybody in the audience is going home with a copy, okay? Now, you two brothers, this is y'all's birthday, right?
Yes.
So today is your birthday. So if your schedule will permit, we'd love to have you stay in L.A. as our guest and celebrate your birthday for an extra night and just have you guys go out on the town and have a good time, and we'll just see how hot you really are on Sunset.